We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, woo! With low prices on home, woo! Beauty, woo! And fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. Woo! So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
All right, places, please. The Daily Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daily Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daily Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Good morning, Rockaholics, and happy Thirsty Thursday.
Super thirsty.
So parched. Steve Migs.
Oh, I thought we were sending inappropriate messages to people that we're attracted to. I thought that's what we meant by Thirsty Thursday.
I have a question for you. So this morning, driving in from the Great North End, I had interactions with two wild animals, and I want to see if you guys can guess the two.
Okay, deer.
No.
Ooh. Raccoon.
No.
Possum.
No.
Bobcat.
No.
Dog.
No.
Regular house cat.
No.
Turtle.
No.
A ferret?
Okay, one is a winged creature.
An eagle.
No.
Batman.
No.
A seagull?
A flying squirrel.
Oh.
Who what?
An owl.
I'm trying to tell you who.
And then the other one was...
Give us a hint. Don't tell it.
Smaller than a wolf.
An ant. A fox.
No.
A coyote.
Yes. Owl and coyote. And I had even thought to myself as I was driving in, man, it's kind of weird. I've never seen a deer out here in the mornings. And then I almost hit an owl and almost hit a coyote.
You almost hit him?
Yes. Right in front of my car.
Dude, one of the, still to this day, it almost felt like I was in the scene of a horror film. And I'll never forget it. Going up Shaw Road back to my house, I'm like 2 blocks about to turn into where I live. And I'm driving, and it's late at night, and I just see these, like, bright, beady eyes. And so I slow down, because I'm like, I don't want to hit whatever it is. And it was a coyote. And this coyote looked like it was ready to murder anything that was near it. Like, I saw its teeth, and I might have been overreacting. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I saw, like, drool coming out of its mouth. Like, it looked rabid.
It was ready to take you down.
I was scared for my car. I'm like, I think this coyote might beat my car.
Well, I'm glad all the animals were safe this morning. Steve, are you ready to inform the Rockaholics?
Always.
Let's do it.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes, and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
The DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. The texts are coming in. It's a full moon today.
Oh.
Taryn, that's creepy.
That is creepy.
Another person, it's also a full moon. Another text, it's a full moon, Taryn.
All the critters are out.
The freaks come out at night. It's a full moon. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night.
I don't think Danny or Sarah knows that song.
No.
Houdini?
I didn't even know the name of who it was. Was it a hip hop song or a dance song?
Yeah.
Well, that's a newish Eminem song now.
Oh, yeah, he steals everything on this record. Like,
very original.
From Abracadabra. Not steals, he samples.
Yeah, samples.
All right, today is, and I want to see if everybody's willing to do this today. Just for today. Put whatever issues you had with your ex aside. and forgive your ex because it's Forgive Your Ex Day. Tara and Daly, you're willing to do it.
Okay.
Okay, that was easy.
Fine.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I really, like, some people are like, I saw your ex, and they think like I'm going to be mad. I'm like, that's cool. Or I had a buddy once who's like, hey, I was thinking about, is it okay if I talk to your ex? I'm like, I don't care. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hold any ill will anymore. I mean,
No
at the
hard
time,
feelings.
probably I did, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Why should I be angry at somebody? They didn't murder my dog.
Nope.
Or run over an owl.
Nope.
All right, Danny.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
willing to forgive your ex?
Of course, forgiven. Now, ask her the same question. Probably not.
Oh, let's call her right now. No. Okay. So, do I even need to ask? I always
answer.
save the craziest for last.
I mean,
That's a no.
he's an idiot. They're all idiots, really. Can I forgive them but still think they're stupid?
If you feel like they are all idiots, maybe they're not the idiots.
Like, what's the common denominator here?
Whoa. I am married, thank you. Successfully for like a year-ish.
Oh yeah, you're like a professional. We should call George.
Thank you. No, don't call him.
All right, anyone keeping tabs on what's going on in the world of baseball? Taryn Daly?
I did watch a little bit of the game last night.
Yes. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I did not.
The ending, the beginning, where were you at?
You know what's so funny? I watched almost the whole thing, and then when I came back into the living room, the game was already over. So I missed the very ending.
Well, you missed a real nail-biter of a game, huh?
Yeah.
Of all games to pick, it was a massive blowout as the Los Angeles Dodgers took a 2-1 lead in the National League Championship Series. 8-0 over the New York Mets. Game 4 is tonight. And then the series between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians, that continues tonight from Cleveland. The Bronx Bombers, they're up 2-0 in the American League Championship Series, which just, I think that's like the greatest nickname for a team. The Bronx Bombers.
Oh, yeah.
Do the Mariners have a nickname? Are they like the Jet City Letdowns? The 56%ers?
Too soon, Steve.
No, is it?
It's too soon.
When are you going to actually make the playoffs, Mariners?
The wreckage of a Navy Growler aircraft was found yesterday afternoon on a mountainside east of Mount Rainier after it crashed during a training flight the previous day. The 2 crew members that were on the aircraft remain unaccounted for, so they've got these search efforts ongoing. They've called in various military units and local agencies to aid in this. They still don't know what caused the crash, so they're investigating that. And access to where the crash happened has been very challenging because the terrain is so rugged in that part of Mount Rainier.
That's awful.
Yeah, very awful. Very scary.
This is the strangest story of the day. I know everybody sometimes wants to get on their soapbox and fight the good fight, but maybe you should do your research before you do it. And here's a great example of that. There's a woman in New Jersey. She posted a video that, well, maybe she should have just deleted it once she realized what she did because she was, well, kind of an idiot. She saw a bunch of small, what she thought were small Israeli flags strung up outside of a business, and that pissed her off. So she started tearing down the flags, yelling that there's a genocide going on, and then an employee came out and said, what the hell are you doing? She's like, these are Israeli flags. Turns out they were not. They were flags from Greece. They were Greek flags. She was standing outside of a Greek restaurant.
Oh, my God.
Because both flags are blue and white. Yeah. Here's that moment.
This is not okay. This is Ricky. Who's this?
This is Ricky.
What?
Ricky.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Israel. My bad.
My bad.
That's my favorite part of the whole thing.
My bad.
My bad. Didn't realize that, but yeah. Maybe she's mad at Euros. She
sounds
should have
like
changed her feelings.
She doesn't like the tzatziki sauce? Is that the
Right,
problem?
right. I hate it. I hate Euros. It all falls out of that pita bread.
Seattle Tacoma International Airport has introduced some optional facial recognition technology at these various TSA checkpoints that'll help speed up the identification process. So this system will compare a traveler's face to their ID and then check the biographical data against a database. And this will hopefully make things a little more quick in the process.
Have you been to an airport? Danny, I know you fly a lot. Would they take your picture?
No.
I've had it happen a couple of times. At first, it kind of threw me off. I'm like, I wasn't prepared to take a picture. I feel like I didn't shave. I'm not ready for this.
It's the weirdest thing. And they're like, it's like almost like a selfie booth. And they're just like, smile. And you're like, huh? No.
I was like, just take my picture when I have to put my arms up through that security thing because I'm always smiling like a dork when I do that. I don't know why. I'm pretending I'm being arrested. I'm like, ah. Hey, tonight, Some good stuff to watch if you're a fan of sports. Seattle sports especially. The Kraken are back at home taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. But then also if you're a football fan, Thursday Night Football starting at 5 o'clock this afternoon or evening. On Amazon, you can watch the New Orleans Saints taking on the Denver Broncos. As far as weather, hitting a high at 56 degrees. It's going to be cloudy today. The DMD is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
My bad.
And that's what's up.
KISW presents Disturbed, the 25th anniversary tour of the Sickness album, and it's coming to Climate Pledge Arena on May 5th of next year. So be listening for the code word to text all week long for your chance to win tickets to the show. This morning, Steve's favorite song. I hope they play it twice, honestly, for you. Be listening today at 6:50. After we play Beat Migs, we're going to give you this morning's code word. You can get all the details over at KISW.com. Members of REM, the Black Crowes, and Screaming Trees have formed a new supergroup.
I know Sarah and Danny must be fired up about this.
So what does this supergroup sound like? You're going to hear at 6:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, with low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Members of REM, the Black Crowes, and the Screaming Trees have teamed up with singer-songwriter Joseph Arthur, and they've formed this new supergroup called Silverlights. So they've got a debut single called Don't Go, Don't Stay, and it's out now. And the self-titled debut album will be out on November 15th. Here is the song.
You can listen to some of that. Probably not. No, they're not going to do that. The funny thing is, so like everyone, of course, knows REM. And what was it, Peter Buck?
Peter Buck from REM. Rich Robinson from the Black Crowes on guitar.
Great guitarist. Both of them are great guitarists, but I love Rich's guitar.
Barrett Martin from the Screaming Trees.
Local guy.
And also Mad Season. He's doing the drums and a bunch of other instruments. And then Joseph Arthur on the vocals. And then the album was engineered by Jack Endino.
Oh, the man who really had something to do with most of the grunge bands from back in the day, from the Nirvanas to the Soundgardens. He kind of had his recording and producing magic on a lot of those earlier records. And Joseph Arthur is probably a guy that not a lot of people are familiar with, although he has done stuff with Jeff Ament from Pearl Jam before. Mm-hmm. And he is an incredible singer-songwriter to the point where it's kind of embarrassing, but like back in my college days and even like in my like 20-something era of my life, whenever a relationship would end, I would listen to one of his songs because it always made me sad. Because, when you break up with someone, you need to listen to something that'll make you even more sad.
Of course.
And it's this song called In the Sun. He would go up on stage with like one of those loop effect pedals and create the song on stage with like, multiple tracks of guitar work. He would like add percussion and he would build songs in front of the entire crowd. And I saw him play in some like small venues and it was just,
that was way cool.
First time I ever saw someone do something like that. So when, I saw Ed Sheeran open up for this nobody named Taylor Swift and he did that. Blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, I've never seen anyone do that except for Joseph Arthur. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, of course. And I think it sounds like the album is going to be very rooted in like acoustic guitar. So it will kind of, scratch that itch for you, Steve, of like mellow and chill and cool.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't like, any relationships don't end because I might start crying with that guy's voice. But it got us all talking and thinking about like what's the greatest supergroup. And I wouldn't say of all time, because I feel like there's a lot of artists that are like a little bit before our time, from like Cream, Bad Company, Traveling Wilburys, but like more of, in the last 20, 30 years, which hurts me to say that the 90s were 30 years ago, but like there's been so many great supergroups. And I think you and I agree with who I personally believe might be the best supergroup of all time, and it features another guy from the Northwest.
Oh, yeah? Rockaholics, we want you to help us create a list of the greatest supergroups of what we're calling current time in the last 30 years.
Yes, the last 20, 30 years.
206-803-ROCK from the last 20 to 30 years. Give us a call now and help us create the greatest list of supergroups. 206-803-ROCK. We will take your calls after Foo Fighters.
The Daily Migs Show.
Rockaholics, we need your help because we are on a mission to create a list of the greatest supergroups from the past 20 to 30 years.
And we're like nerding out about what exactly constitutes a supergroup. Like there's like, do all the bands have to have been massively successful? Are there a certain number of people that should be in the band from different? Because someone said, we mentioned Audioslave, I think was the consensus, at least for you and I, as being like the greatest supergroup. But somebody brought up the point, they're like, hey man, there's only 2 bands in that group though. It's not super group.
Does it need 3? What is the minimum?
I know. I think we get in the weeds with all that. I still think they're a supergroup though.
206-803-ROCK. Josh from Maple Valley, who is your greatest supergroup of current times?
Of current times, I would have to pick a Perfect Circle, probably.
Oh, dude, great pick. So that's what, Maynard James Keenan, Billy Howardell, Josh Freese, who ended up playing with the Foo Fighters and every other band on drums. And I can't remember the bassist, what her name was.
Paz.
Paz, yes.
And I believe she played with, like, the Pixies. She played with Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's Troy Van Leeuwen, who also played with Queens of the Stone Age. And, you know, it's like something like Maynard has that golden touch. You know, everything he touches is gold, pretty much.
I have a fun story about that. It was a rough go because of Maynard. Maynard's a very quirky dude. He makes things very difficult. And so, you know, Dick's trying his best. He's asking some good questions. Maynard's not really giving much of an answer. They go to a commercial break, and Billy looks at Maynard and starts yelling at him. Not like screaming, but like, you got to be better at this, man. And Maynard's like, what? He's like, you have to be better at these interviews. Like, you're making it really hard for us to sell this band because you're being so difficult with the interviewer.
Called out.
I thought that was so freaking cool. And like, Maynard was like, oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be difficult. Like, it was like this weird internal debate over like Maynard not doing a good interview and Billy being upset because like this was Billy's baby. And he was like really excited to let the world hear this music.
For sure.
It was awesome.
206-803-ROCK. Evan in Stanwood, who do you think is the greatest supergroup from the last 20 to 30 years?
I wanted to call in and make sure that Slash and Miles Kennedy got on the list.
Let's go. Miles from Spokane, too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, what's like Spokane Valley Community College or something. I don't know what the hell the name
I
of it
think he still lives there most of the year, too.
Spokane Falls Community College. He studied music theory while he was there.
Spokane's greatest.
Yes. Oh, man. I always felt like Slash and Miles Kennedy, that was what I wish Guns N' Roses would be now.
Live Night is coming back, and it's happening on December 13th at Showbox Soda, where everything will be performed live from the stage, from the sound effects to the voice actors. Even the Barbershop Quartet will be back in action, and the KISW New Originals will be providing some wonderful music as a background.
Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
They sure do, and it's going to be us live at the Men's Room Live. Ryan Castle's going to be in the house, plus special guests, and you can get all the info on Live Night at KISW.com. We are looking for someone who has the cojones to try and beat Steve this morning. He's got a record of 287 wins, 87 losses, and 50 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We're going to play Beat Migs at 6:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, with low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the difficulty out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our compassionate therapists specialize in helping you navigate stress, anxiety, ADHD, OCD, and so much more. With both in-person and telehealth appointments available, you can get the support you need in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group also accepts most insurance plans, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Mindful mental health providers offer services for children, teens, adults, and seniors seeking individual, family, or couples therapy. Whatever you need, we're here for you. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com or call 562-MINDFUL to get started today.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, with low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daly Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Connor from Bremerton is. Connor, are you there?
Yeah.
Whoa! Connor and the homies. I love it.
Kind of a composite psyche going on here, but yeah, we're ready to go.
That's what I like to hear. All right, I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Connor and his friends have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Which geometric shape has 4 equal sides and 4 right angles?
Square.
Correct. Uma Thurman plays the bride in what film series?
Oh, come on.
Yes. I heard him in the background. What does the media company CNN stand for?
Central News Network.
Yes. Atticus Finch is a fictional character from what Harper Lee novel?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Correct. Which human organ can regenerate itself if a part of it is removed?
The liver.
Correct. Which country has the most natural lakes in the world?
Oh, jeez. American.
No.
Switzerland.
No.
Asia. Russia.
No. Being around over 30 years, what is the slogan for Mountain Dew?
Do the do.
Yes. Who is the current host of The Masked Singer?
Pass.
What famous magician died on Halloween?
Houdini. Harry Houdini.
Correct.
All right.
Connor and Buds, you got 7 correct. Wow, I love you guys.
I do too. I'm feeling very pumped up right now.
I know.
Love you.
And I love that.
If they're trying to tell you they love you, Sarah.
Well, I said I love them too. We're
Just so
okay.
you know.
Connor and I already confessed our love for each other off air, so now it just like goes to all of his friends.
Does George know?
If he's listening, he does now. Steve, are you ready?
Yeah.
Which geometric shape has 4 equal sides and 4 right angles?
A square.
Wow, good for you.
Thank
Uma
you.
Thurman plays the bride in what film series?
One of my favorite films of all time, Kill Bill.
Really? Never seen it. What does the media company CNN stand for?
Cable News Network.
Correct. Atticus Finch is a fictional character from what Harper Lee novel?
I know there's 2 bands named, one named Atticus, the other one named Finch.
That's funny.
I don't know. Catcher in the Rye?
No.
Of Mice and Men?
No.
I'll come back to it.
Okay. Which human organ
To Kill a
can
Mockingbird.
Whoa! Yes. Which human organ can regenerate itself if a part of it is removed?
Skin.
No.
Oh. Liver.
Correct. Which country has the most natural lakes in the world?
Which country? I'm going to go with Africa.
No.
Antarctica.
No.
That's a terrible guess. Europe?
No.
Wait, you said country, not
Yeah,
continent.
what?
I'm an idiot.
Being around for over 30 years, what is the slogan for Mountain Dew?
Do.
Correct. Who is the current host of The Masked Singer?
Oh, man, he's got a lot of kids. Nick Cannon.
Yes. What famous magician died on Halloween?
Harry Houdini.
Yes. Steve. And with that, you get 8 correct.
Which is?
It's a loss. 8-7.
No, it's a win.
I mean, a loss for my new love. It's a win for you, but I didn't want you to win.
Well,
Great job, Steve.
Thank you, my friend. Or friends.
Friends.
Wow.
Well, Sarah, you know what?
What?
I'm the best.
Taryn looks so proud of you, and usually she's never proud of you.
I mean, it was impressive.
Probably because you're just out, falling in love with other men besides George, and she doesn't like that.
Oh, yeah, that's that look. She's very disappointed in me.
1 versus, was it 3 or 4? That is impressive.
It was,
And
right?
someone texted in, Sarah, you are missing out on some really great fight scenes in Kill Bill.
Oh, it's so good.
I've never seen it either.
What is wrong with you people?
Isn't there 3 of them or something, too?
It's 2. And they're long. Do you guys like Quentin Tarantino movies? I mean,
oh my God.
I don't know.
I feel like you would like Kill Bill.
Is there a love story?
Kind, yeah. I mean, it's like
all right, I'm not watching.
She loves violence.
I'm not watching.
She loves
it.
violence.
That reaction, you couldn't even answer it.
If you like love stories, watch True Romance.
See, that sounds more up my alley.
Watch True Romance.
Okay,
That's not Kill Bill.
They sound completely different, Taryn.
I understand the Tarantino
Giving her a
connection.
different Tarantino love story.
Which country has the most natural lakes? Both of you got this one wrong. It's right above us.
Canada.
Yes. Well, congrats, Steve, on beating my new love.
No, so I just I need to make a confession. I have also never seen Kill Bill. Don't judge. No judgment, but man, that's a fun film.
That's a homework assignment for anyone who has not seen it this weekend.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
It sounds like you guys are judging.
A little bit.
Well, you, yes, not the text.
Oh, okay, okay.
KISW presents Disturbed, the Sickness 25th anniversary tour on May 5th of next year at Climate Pledge Arena. And all week long, we are giving out code words for your shot at winning tickets to the show. Today's code word for the morning is down. Text the word down to 206-803-ROCK for your chance to win your way into the show. Get all the details on the contest at KISW.com. How low would you go for money?
How much money are we talking?
Well, one of the greatest...
There's not much I wouldn't do for $1 million.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
One of the greatest and most respected actors of all time just admitted that he took a role in a really bad movie. And this is solely because he was so broke by the time he turned 70. You're going to hear from him after Lenny Kravitz.
The Daily Migs Show.
At one time, Al Pacino had $50 million in the bank. That's pretty significant.
Well, he's been in some massively successful films.
Well, then he grew up, he turned 70, and he discovered that he was broke. So Access Hollywood reported on this because it's all based on a story that he shares in his new book, Sonny Boy, and we have some audio from that.
Al Pacino is opening up about going broke late in life. In his recently published memoir, Sonny Boy, the Oscar winner reveals he lost $50 million after his accountant mismanaged his funds. The corrupt accountant went on to serve 7.5 years in prison for running a Ponzi scheme, but not before leaving Pacino without money in his 70s. The actor writes, "I wasn't a young buck, and I was..."
That's just crazy, first of all. Like the whole, like, you trust somebody that you think is going to do the right thing with all that. You hear that story so often. That's why it's good to be broke and you don't have an accountant.
Right? No one's coming after my cents.
Right. Because, like, I don't know how to vet somebody like that. You would be like, I can trust this guy. He's got, like, all those crazy letters after his name. He's clearly a reputable accountant.
The actor writes, "I wasn't a young buck, and I was not going to be making the kind of money from acting in films that I had made before. The big paydays that I was used to just weren't coming around anymore." Before going broke, Pacino reveals he was selective when it came to the films he worked on, but once he went broke, he started accepting whatever roles offered up big money.
He was doing a lot of adult films. I don't know if
The circumstances led him to star in Adam Sandler's notorious Jack and Jill.
Oh, okay. Worse than adult films. Adam Sandler's Jack and Jill. I forgot about he was in that. And I remember people being like, does Al Pacino owe a favor to Adam Sandler? Now we know why.
He was broke.
He was broke. He's just going to take whatever role possible.
Pacino writes in his book, "Jack and Jill was the first film I made after I lost my money. To be honest, I did it because I didn't have anything else. Adam Sandler wanted me, and they paid me a lot for it. So I went out and did it, and it helped. I love Adam. He was wonderful to work with and has become a dear friend. He also just happens to be a great actor and a hell of a guy."
Okay. No, I'm kidding. But that's a solid move on Adam Sandler's part to be like, hey, I hear you're having some money issues. You want to be in my film? It's kind of a win-win. Like, yeah, I'll take care of you financially, but now I have Al Pacino in one of my movies. They should have sold the film that way. Say, starring Al Pacino, who only accepted this role because he's broke.
Brutal.
I would have went to see it in the theaters.
He also did a recent interview on the New York Times interview, and he talked about how bad he is with money.
In what ways did growing up the way you grew up, where money was not readily at hand, do you think shaped your relationship later on with money?
You know, I'm a kind of person, I think, that if I don't understand something very well, I just avoid it.
I have a lot in common with him because that's pretty much me. I don't get that. I'll just forget I even heard about it.
There's no sense. If I have a need to learn it, actually, my father, who I didn't know really, he was an accountant and a very good one apparently, and he, so he sort of knew. He'd have to, wouldn't he? But I'm.
My dad, I guess, was an accountant. I didn't know him, but I guess he was a pretty good accountant.
But I moved away from that only because I was always into my work or other kinds of things that had nothing to do with money, except, a fool, whatever that saying is, that was very applicable.
A fool and his money are soon parted?
I soon parted.
How did the hell did the interviewer even know what that saying he was talking about? Well, also, he's an interview for New York Times. He's a little bit smarter than the rest of us.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, he also kind of broke it down in his book and said that if you get paid $10 million for a film, it's not like you're putting $10 million in your pocket. You have to pay your lawyers and the agents and the publicists, and then the government takes their part, so you might get $4.5 million of the 10.
And how are you supposed to pay your bills with only 4.5?
I have no clue.
So the saying is, a fool and his money are soon parted.
Yeah.
You've heard that before?
In the great blockbuster film Blank Check, which was a Disney Channel movie back in the day, where
we learn things from the strangest places. Some YouTube, others bad Disney films.
Oh, I mean, amazing Disney films, but yeah, it was the guy tells him that because he loses the $1 million that he gets.
So So yeah, so it means a foolish person will quickly lose their money due to poor financial decisions.
That's you and me, Steve.
Dude, I was about to say that sums us up. I tell myself every couple of weeks I got to be better with my money, and then I buy something stupid, or I'm like, I got to start putting more money aside. And then the big wake up call has been with my dad, who I always thought was very smart with certain things. Clearly, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, because we're learning rather quickly that he did not leave a lot of money, and he did not do things very wisely or smart. He didn't do things very well.
Did he love a targeted ad as much as you do?
Oh, yeah. This dude bought everything. We're cleaning out he has a DVD set called Hip Hop Abs. And let me tell you, my dad does not have hip hop abs, unless we're talking like Biz Marquee level hip hop abs. Like, the things that he had in his office, I don't even know where he found these things. He bought everything. But that's just like the silly stuff. But now we're like trying to go through like all of his like, retirement stuff and pensions, and like the way that he handled things, we're like, oh my goodness. Like, we're like trying to find money, and we don't even know where the paperwork is. He didn't like make my mom a beneficiary. Like, it's just like, it's infuriating right now for my brother and I, because we're just like, Dad, you did a really bad job of making sure Mom is taken care of.
Oh, boy.
Like, did you not see how awful your health was for the last 10 years? Did you think you were going to outlive Mom? Like, he's just like Al Pacino. Oh. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm becoming just like my dad. I got to stop.
You're going to break the generational cycle, Steve Migs. You are not going to buy that Kraken shirt that shows up in your targeted ad today.
But I did 3 days ago. It's black with white letters, and you can put any player on the back.
It's pretty dope.
It was on sale. Use a code word. Did you get one too, Danny?
Not yet.
Not yet?
There's still time.
Hurry up. The sale's almost over.
Okay, I'm on it.
Would you guys say that you are a good house guest or a terrible house guest?
Ooh, I think I'm a pretty good house guest.
I think I'm a good one, too. Mm-hmm. But there is one well-known person that just shared she makes people sign a contract so they won't piss her off when they are at her house.
Sarah?
How so? You'll find out at 7:20.
The Daly Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, with low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Tomorrow is Blue Friday, Rockaholics, and tomorrow at this time, we will be joined by rookie tight end for the Seahawks, number 88, A.J. Barner.
Hell yeah.
At 7:20. Go Hawks. Earlier this week, we found out that Leslie Jones requires a contract from guests to prevent them from peeing in her pool. Here she is on the Drew Barrymore Show talking about this.
But I heard you had a literal contract and a policy of if anyone dares pee in your pool, Leslie,
you're out of my life.
That's it.
And let me explain something to you. That is disgusting. My pool is hot. You don't know what your bunction's gonna do if hot water hit it. You don't know if you're gonna boo-boo. Go to the bathroom before you get in somebody's pool.
She needs one of those signs that says, like, welcome to my, like, was it like, ooh, because there's no pee in my pool, whatever.
I like that.
Have you ever seen those ones?
No, but that's very clever.
Yeah, she needs one of those.
Now, you said that you're a pretty good house guest, but have you ever had a bad house guest at your house?
Nothing too bad because we don't invite anyone over to our home. Although it is fun. The one time we had like a big Super Bowl party the year that the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, and a bunch of my hockey buddies came over because we're trying to figure out where we're going to do this. I'm like, let's do it at my house. crap, I need to run that by the wife, but I think she'll be okay with it. And she was. But she was walking around high stress because all my friends, and they were great. The worst thing that happened, one of my buddies spilled a bunch of beer in the bathroom. It's fine. But of course, she was having a little moment of anxiety, like, oh my gosh, it's a mess. I'm like, if all the places from to spill it in, the bathroom's the perfect spot. Not on the carpet. Everything's fine. It was all good.
Easy cleanup.
But like that was the last time we had a party. That wasn't a children's party.
That was a long time ago.
It was a super long time ago.
Not that I want to be reminded how long ago it was that we played in that Super Bowl.
It was like 2 years ago. No. Yeah. How about you?
So, there's been a couple. There was one time when I was living in a condo, and we had some friends over, and one person was going to get sick. So he ran out to our balcony and started getting sick off the balcony. However, it all just fell down into the neighbor's balcony and splattered all over her door, basically, and the screen. And so in the morning, we got a knock at the door and had to go down there and clean it all up.
Oh, that's rough.
And it wasn't even mine.
Did the person who did help clean?
No, they were already gone. They had left early in the morning, didn't even know it had happened. And so it was my responsibility. It was awful.
I will not share the full details of the story because it's disgusting. And it didn't happen to me, but it happened to one of my friends. And it's people that we all know. But this happened at they had a camping adventure, and they were using somebody's family's camp home or whatever along those lines, and they were all having a great time. And one of the guys got so wasted, let's just say he caused some serious damage to this house based on the fact that he just didn't hit the bathroom.
No.
And, I mean, it was bad, apparently, just everywhere. It was just a mess. And everyone woke up to this. They're like, who did this? Was there a dog that came into the house and did this or something along those lines? And so they're like, we have to clean this. So everybody, there's 5 of them, they're all cleaning it except for the one guy who did it, who was, quote, too hungover to help out.
Oh, boo.
And I remember when my buddy told me that, so I was like, I would murder that guy. Mm-hmm. I would be so pissed at the guy. Get your ass up. We're all hungover, and you're the reason why this mess happened. Clean it.
Rockaholics, what is the worst thing a guest has ever done to your house? 206-803-ROCK. We want to hear all the house guest horror stories from you. 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after Nirvana.
The Daly Migs Show. The Daly Migs Show.
206-803-ROCK. What is the worst thing a guest has ever done at your house? We want to hear all of those house guest horror stories.
Someone just texted and said, I forget about the kids being the issue as well. Because we're thinking about all the drunken idiots that have a party and then they do stupid stuff. But this person texted and said, we had those sliding barn doors to our bathroom. One time, my friend's young child thought it swung open and charged right through it, knocking it off its tracks.
Whoops.
That's from Adam and Everett.
206-803-ROCK. Justin in Ferndale, tell us about what happened with your sister's friend.
All right. So, like I told Sarah, there's 2 stories. The first one is my sister had a house party while my parents were out of town, and one of her friends, super drunk, needed to use the bathroom, ended up breaking the toilet seat. So what's the next best option other than a toilet? The cat box.
You know what? Actually, I think that feels like the next best option. You're right. Not the tree in the backyard, but the cat box.
What about the sink or the bathtub?
I don't know. I think I'd rather a house guest pee in the cat box than in the sink. But you know what? I really don't want to have that internal dialogue ever. So I think, was she, okay, I don't mean to be rude, but was she heavy set or did she just aggressively jump on the toilet?
Oh, no, this is one of her dude friends.
Oh. I don't know why I was picturing a female doing this. It made it even funnier.
So what's the other story, Justin?
So the other story, funny enough, Sarah thought you might get a kick out of this, Taryn, but on my parents' 25th wedding anniversary, keep in mind half of my family's from Canada, the other half is from down here. So anyway, they have a big old dinner, and then after the dinner, they go back to my parents' house, where my uncle proceeds to drink almost half a bottle of 151.
Oh, that's always a good idea.
Which led to him hitting on all of his cousins. Ooh. And, it gets a little weirder. And then my dad's like, hey, cool it down a little bit. He proceeds to punch him in the face, almost breaking his glasses.
I love that you said after he got drunk and started hitting on his own family members, and then you said, and then it proceeds to get weird. That wasn't the weird part.
this is the part of the story that will get Taryn. After my dad told him to get the hell out of his house, he proceeds to try to walk back to British Columbia.
Yeah. Put the feet to the pavement. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. And this was back when so I'm up in Ferndale right now, which wouldn't be that far to walk. This is back when we lived in Bitter Lake.
Oh.
How far is that from Canada?
Very far.
That is North Seattle edge of shoreline.
Oh, okay. Kind of like somebody trying to walk from Capitol Hill to Stanwood.
Pretty much.
Taryn.
A little bit further. Yeah.
Yep. He actually forgot his passport, so my grandma had to come up and take him back home.
Oh.
Did he hit on grandma in the process as well?
I didn't ask that question, Steve, but
I'm sure he comes back to all the family reunions.
Hey, who brought you here, Grandma?
Rockaholics, we need someone who would like to tackle Steve in the game of Beat Migs. Or tackle.
I was just going to go tackle him. I mean,
you can
let's go.
tackle him
Come
too.
on.
I also hope that this person was listening to the men's room yesterday at 5:40 because I gave out a cheat sheet with 3 correct answers. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Amazon fall favorites are here to make you say, with low prices on home, beauty, and fashion brands like Amazon Essentials. So hold on to your pumpkin spiced whatevers and save on fall favorites at Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Terms and conditions apply. For full details, see unlock.com/legal. Actor portrayal.
Lisa, thanks for having me over. Your new kitchen is gorgeous. How did you find the money to do it?
We worked with this great company, Unlock. They help you unlock the future value of your home to get the cash you need today.
So it's a home equity loan?
No, it's not a loan at all. There's no monthly payments and no interest charges ever. And you can use the money however you want. We were able to redo our kitchen and pay off our credit card debt.
Wow, Jack and I could really use this to finally pay off our old student loan debt. How do I get started?
It's easy. Just go to their website.
Go to unlock.com/radio to unlock the value in your home and get up to $500,000 in cash with no monthly payments and no interest ever. Pay off debt, improve your home, add to your retirement fund. It's up to you. Go to unlock.com/radio right now to see if you qualify to unlock the value in your home. That's unlock.com/radio. Go to unlock.com/radio.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the difficulty out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our compassionate therapists specialize in helping you navigate stress, anxiety, ADHD, OCD, and so much more. With both in-person and telehealth appointments available, you can get the support you need in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group also accepts most insurance plans, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Mindful mental health providers offer services for children, teens, adults, and seniors seeking individual, family, or couples therapy. Whatever you need, we're here for you. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com or call 562-MINDFUL to get started today.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday gifts for the home, like vacuums, bedding, and home decor. You'll have money left over for those sweet handbells you've had your eye on. Or those gingerbread scented candles that help with the illusion that you made the dessert yourself. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Josh from Auburn is. Josh, are you there?
Yep.
Josh, were you like me yesterday afternoon and listening to the men's room at 5:40 when the beautiful Taryn Daly's voice came on and gave you 3 answers to the cheat sheet?
I was listening, but I don't recall what those answers were.
Uh-oh.
I feel that.
Honestly, I don't even know if I do. But maybe they'll come back to you. All right, I'm Sarah, your host. It's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Josh has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
How many different colors are on a standard Rubik's Cube?
8.
No.
6.
Correct. Who is the lead singer of No Doubt?
Gwen Stefani.
Yes. What is the medical term for high blood pressure?
Hypertension.
Yes. Which spice is known as the queen of spices?
Pass.
In mathematics, what is the name for a number that is not a prime number that has more than 2 factors?
Pass.
What city does the festival Lollapalooza take place every year?
Sacramento.
No.
Chicago.
Correct. Jerry Jones is the general manager for what NFL team?
Cowboys.
Yes. In texting, the abbreviation FR stands for what?
For real?
Yes. Who is the host of Hell's Kitchen?
Gordon Ramsay.
Correct. The original Beetlejuice movie came out in what late 80s year?
87, 88, 89.
88, yes. Josh, you got 8 correct.
He didn't even need that cheat sheet.
But if he did remember, he would have got a perfect 10.
No.
But still, 8 is very impressive.
I'm super impressed.
Do you think he's got it?
I think Josh has got this in the bag.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I think it's going to be pretty close.
Oh, he's stretching.
Wow.
Or whatever that was.
I mean,
what are you stretching?
It was a weird punch the air dance.
Hyping himself up.
Yeah. I don't know if I like it very much.
You don't like my sick moves?
No, I don't.
You know what? I don't either.
Good. At least we agree on that. Steve, are you ready?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
How many different colors are on a standard Rubik's Cube?
6.
Correct. Who is the lead singer of No Doubt?
Oh, sweet Gwen Stefani.
Yes. What is the medical term for high blood pressure?
High blood pressure? I don't know.
No.
HBP.
No.
The bloods are rocking, buddy.
No. Which spice is known as the queen of spices?
Scary.
I do love her, but no.
Pepper?
No.
Turmeric?
No. In mathematics, what is the name for a number that is not a prime number and has more than two factors?
Oh, come on.
You're never going to get this.
Pass.
Yeah. What city does the festival Lollapalooza take place every year?
Chicago.
Correct. Jerry Jones is the general manager for what NFL team?
Dallas Cowboys.
Correct. In texting, the abbreviation FR stands for what?
For real.
Yes. Who was the host of Hell's Kitchen?
Gordon Ramsay.
Correct.
All right,
the original Beetlejuice movie came out in what late 80s year?
1988.
Correct.
Woo.
Hi.
Steve, you got 7 correct, which is a loss, 8-7.
Oh.
Let's go, Josh.
All right.
Is it cinnamon?
No, but you really should have been listening to the cheat sheet because the 3 you got wrong were on the cheat sheet.
You're not going to get it.
Medical term for high blood pressure. Josh got this correct. Hypertension.
Yeah, there was no chance. You could have even given me hyper. I still would have had a hard time.
You still wouldn't have gotten it.
No.
The spice known as the Queen of Spices.
Queen of Spices. And you say I'm never going to get it.
Yeah, he would not get it.
Cardamom.
That's really it?
Cardamom.
What the F is cardamom?
No idea.
Taryn says it so weirdly.
How do you say it?
Cardamom?
Cardamom?
Is that Cardi B's mother?
Yeah.
Cardi Mom?
Cardamom. I hate
Cardamom?
you. Danny, you cook. Is cardamom the queen of spices?
I don't know.
Are we saying it right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Cardamom.
Danny, you cook? Yes. Yes, I do, but I don't know spice names.
You don't use cardamom?
Cardamom. And in mathematics, what is the name for a number that is not a prime number and has more than 2 factors?
Oh, Jesus.
Composite.
Yeah.
Cardamom.
Cardamom.
There we go.
I was saying it weird then.
Cardamom.
Cardamom. Yeah.
Cardamom.
Even listening you do the cheat sheet when you say cardamom, Danny didn't say anything. I was like, that sounded kind of weird.
Thanks, Sarah.
Well, congrats on losing.
So what is cardamom like? What is it? What kind of spice is it?
I don't have it. I don't know.
Cardamom.
Cardamom.
We're all so stupid. Do any of us
It's
cook?
a floral
Really?
with hints of citrus.
It sounds gross.
It's peppery, piney,
and florally.
I guess.
It's a lot.
It's unique and distinctive flavor.
We all probably have it a lot. We just don't know we're having it.
Live Night is back, and it's coming up December 13th at Showbox Sodo. Everything
Cardamom.
performed live. The sound effects, the voice actors, the live barbershop quartet, the KISW new originals.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be awesome. And the tickets go on sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Cardamom.
All the info at KISW.com. We all have certain things that we refuse to back down on when it comes to our opinion.
Yeah.
No matter how silly and stupid it might be.
Like you're a bad driver if you can't parallel park.
Yeah.
That's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Okay. 206-803-ROCK. What is the smallest hill that you are willing to die on? 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after Metallica.
The Daily Migs Show.
BuzzFeed just put out a pretty fun article about the smallest hills people are willing to die on. So in other words, these are maybe silly debates, but you're not willing to give any ground on your opinion in these cases.
These are the kind of debates that I like to get involved with because really you're not hurting anybody. At the end of the day, we can still hang out and not be mad, unless you get someone that's too drunk and they just get mad over the dumbest stuff. But I'm always a fan of a dumb argument.
Here's a highlight. Nickelback is a great band.
1,000% agree. You shut up, Danny.
Danny has terrible taste in music.
They're great guys. I've met them before. They're super nice. They write freaking awesome songs. Yeah, they have a couple clunkers, don't get me wrong, but most bands do. But people just want to hate on them because they think it's cool.
It's not cool anymore. It's out of date to do
Danny.
You know what the funny thing is? You can go to either side of this argument, and it's like Steve's willing to die on that hill. I'm also willing to still die on the hill. Because I think that they're getting more popular now for some dumb reason.
Because finally, the rest of us, the minority, are finally stepping up and saying, we're done with you people that are crapping all over Nickelback. I got one thing to say to you, Danny.
Oh, here we go.
You shut it up. You son of a bitch. You did.
Another one on the list. If you choose to sit outside while eating or drinking, you cannot complain when an insect ends up in your food or drink.
And they play Nickelback.
206-803-ROCK. What are the smallest hills you are willing to die on? Jason in Linwood.
Hey there.
Hey.
What's up, Jason?
The one I'm willing to die on is the direction the toilet paper goes on the roll.
Okay. Let's see if we all agree on
over the front.
Yes.
Yep.
No, under the bottom.
You go under the bottom?
I'm kidding.
Oh, my God.
I'm not like somebody that doesn't like Nickelback. No, of course I go over the top as well.
Yeah, otherwise you're a savage. Thanks, Jason, for confirming my small hill I'll die on. Matt in Snoqualmie, what is the small hill you are willing to die on?
It is soda, not pop.
And I feel like pop is very much a Washington thing. When you leave Washington, no, you don't hear pop. It's just here.
When I moved out here, I never heard anyone refer to it as pop. It was always soda, or a lot of times it's like, do you want a Coke? It didn't even matter if it was Pepsi or RC Cola. It was just a Coke. But I remember when I worked, shout out to Puget Power back in the day. Now it was what, Puget Sound Energy. And I was working in the mailroom. It was like my first week there. And the lady I was working with, super nice lady. And she's just like, hey, would you like a pop? I'm like, what? She's like, would you like a pop? I thought you were saying pot. And I'm like, would I like a pot? I was like, man, Washington is awesome. Hell yeah, I'd love a pot. And she's like, okay, I did some in the machine. Which one do you want? I'm like, you have a variety of pot?
A pot vending machine?
I was just like, this place is what took me so long to move to Washington that they have a pot machine?
I love that.
Realized rather quickly when she came back with the soda that it was not pot.
So you've never said pop in your life?
No, it was either... I've heard people say soda pop, but
yes.
Nobody ever shortened it to pop. It would be shortened to soda.
Yeah, as a kid, I always said pop, and then I was corrected so many times, I now say soda.
I'm looking at this list, and I'm so glad that this is on there because I 1,000% agree. Grease 2 will always be better than Grease.
Oh, that is so false.
I'm starting to hear a lot of people that are on my side.
It's just because you have a crush on Michelle Pfeiffer. That's the only reason.
Well, the story's better. The songs are better. They're singing it. All they're doing is they're just all horned up, wanting to have sex and reproduce.
Oh, my God. You have bad taste in Grease movies, Steve.
Grease 2 is so much better than Grease 1.
Wow.
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Back to back?
Yes.
Oh, crap. I haven't.
The original is far superior.
No,
sorry.
it's not.
John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, get out of here.
Adrian Zmed, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, my God.
Go F yourself. Plus, they have that one, which is the dumbest scene ever. Do you remember the part where the guy's trying to convince the woman to have sex with her? Like, they're like, she's like, have sex with me. The Russians are attacking. They're in a bunker, and all of his buddies are outside the bunker making like alarm sounds and like war sounds, and he's singing a whole song about how she needs to have sex with him. Because that's the American thing to do.
So bad.
You literally probably wrote this on this list just so we could talk about it and you could play this music.
Maybe.
Because I don't really think anyone agrees with you.
I've had texts and tweets and conversations with other rockaholics that agree with me.
You're texting and tweeting yourself, okay?
Well,
maybe.
Speaking of bad movies, the new Joker movie is flopping at the box office.
Oh, the new Joker movie?
The new Joker movie.
I heard it's terrible.
But I bet you would like it, Steve, because you have terrible taste in movies.
And they sing in it.
Most moviegoers are hating on this film. And of course, where do you go to share your thoughts? You go to social media. So we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday electronic gifts like monitors, tablets, and video games. You'll have money left over for that drum set for your little drummer. And some noise-canceling headphones. Or an outdoor speaker system so the entire neighborhood can hear your holiday tunes. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck. And what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
Last week's box office champion was Joker, Foley Adieu. Adieu. But it saw a very sharp decline to third place with just around $7 million made in the box office, which makes it the worst one-week decline ever for a comic book movie and one of the biggest among any release in Hollywood history.
And I'm pretty sure even though it came in at number one last week, there wasn't like a lot of competition. I think it was under $50 million it made in the box office. So it was already kind of a disappointment, I think, because people had high hopes. It's a big sequel to a movie that did really well, The Joker.
Absolutely. And the top movie was Terrifier 3, a low-budget horror sequel. And that one raked in $18.3 million in its opening weekend.
That has had like a cult following. I hear it's like so scary that people are leaving the theater because it's like one of those kind of films.
Yikes. So many online had to go straight to social media.
Well, because I think it's like a lot of people are upset because it's a musical. And we found a clip from the new Joker movie where he's tap dancing as Lady Gaga singing. And maybe in context it makes sense, but it is kind of weird seeing the Joker just tap dancing. Although Tatum might want to watch this movie now. She's taking tap classes.
I think Sarah likes it.
I mean, I like tapping in musicals, but this is like not the place or the time. I would never think the Joker would go this way.
It does feel out of place.
Yeah,
So
just a little bit.
Many went online straight to the social media comment section to share their thoughts on the new Joker movie. So we're going to go straight to those comments.
Found a few of those posts, and instead of sending it to our production director, Jason, we've enlisted the help of the robots, also known as Batman.
Batman.
Because who better to read the comments than Batman?
Which Batman are we talking?
I'm getting the vibe that this might be Christian Bale Batman.
Okay, got it.
I could be wrong. Let's just say the robots still have a little work to do when it comes to their Batman impression.
Okay.
So are you ready for The Dark Knight? Reading the comments about the new Joker film.
Yeah.
All right, here's the first comment.
It was so bad I watched it on bootleg and ended up walking out of my house.
Oh my God.
That bad, huh?
Oh, bad. That is bad.
People didn't go see it, huh? Maybe because it's a musical.
I think you probably turned off a lot of people. I mean, I didn't see it just because I didn't see the original one. But if it was let's just say it was like, Spider-Man, but it's Spider-Man with a lot of musical numbers, I don't know if I'd want to go and see it.
I mean, I bet there's data that shows that people that love comic-based movies and things of that nature are not big on musicals. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I don't know that there's like a huge, if you put like one of those Venn diagrams together or something, I don't think there's a bunch of crossover there.
I don't even think we need to do the study. I don't even think we need to pay any scientists to figure that out. I think that the box office is proving your point. All right, here's our next comment, as read by Batman.
Hard to believe it was worse than the first one because the first one was horrible.
No, I heard the first one was really good.
And I've also not seen it. Danny, you said it was really good?
It was really good.
Yeah, that's kind of what I heard.
I heard it's also really depressing.
Well, yeah. It is very depressing.
Yeah, that's why I won't watch it.
That's fine.
That also, our friend Caesar, who listens to the show, he's been trying to get me to watch that movie now since the moment it came out. And now it's like, I have to go to the grave with this.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
This and Titanic.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I had to pick one or the other. I might go with Titanic just to troll Caesar that bad. All right, a couple more comments from Batman.
I have a well-thought-out theory on why the film isn't doing well. All Batman fans don't want to see a musical.
I think you might be right. It goes right back to your theory. And one last comment from Batman.
I liked it, but I like movies.
Oh, burn.
I bet Batman likes Grease too.
Oh, I bet he does not.
Okay, fine.
Did Jerry Seinfeld just call all New York Mets fans ugly? We're going to tell you what's trending after Green Day.
The Daily Migs Show.
As you get your day moving this morning, Rockaholics, you're probably curious as to what the heck is going on in the world of pop culture, and that can be a tough cookie. So we're going to help you out and tell you what's trending.
Stranded on the Daily Migs Show. Stranded, let's go. Let's go.
Liam Payne, one of the best-selling bands of all time, he's from One Direction. He has died at the age of 31 after falling from his third-story hotel room in Argentina.
I'll be honest, I didn't know who he was until yesterday. I was just never been a One Direction fan, so the name was unfamiliar to me. And then once I started putting the pieces together, like, oh my goodness, that's awful. And then who knows what the hell is going on with that?
They are investigating. They're not sure if this was accidental or intentional. There are a lot of circumstances that are going to play out, but TMZ is reporting that he had been acting erratically in the hotel prior to his death, and an ex-girlfriend named Maya Henry recently got a restraining order against Liam, saying that he was harassing her. They split up back in 2022 after she accused him of cheating. Obviously, we'll learn more as the days roll on.
And I saw some videos that people were posting, like some fans that were with him like hours before, and he just did not. He looked happy, but not like, naturally happy. Like, he just seemed like he was in another place. But then all the conspiracy things are coming out where people are connecting it to Diddy as well. And I'm just like, this is too much.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with what's going on over there.
I'm sure there's quite a bit of misinformation out there, so we'll keep you posted when we know more.
Yesterday, a tough go if you're a New York Mets fan, because you're hoping that maybe they'd play a good game. But no, they got spanked yesterday, 8-0. But before the game, I always love when they do this. When they find like a celebrity who maybe has ties to the team or to the city, and they narrate like a cool video to get you amped up for it. And this one was like, it's the perfect Jerry Seinfeld intro for the New York Mets, because he's the guy who did it. He's a big New York Mets fan. So they had this airing before the National League Championship Series game. And during it, he kind of just makes fun of Mets fans, because that's just kind of what you do, because like they're like the stepbrother to the New York Yankees. And here's the clip.
Postseason baseball. If your team is in it, it's two different sports, really. A Dodger game is glamorous. Everyone looks so good. Let's go, Mets! We love our Mets no matter what. The Mets are all we have. They know it, and we know it. And yes, we also know we're not that physically attractive. And now, Game 3 of the National League Championship Series.
I just love that.
And yes, we also know we're not that physically attractive.
That is about as Seinfeld can get.
So I was thinking, though, this is a massive if, and it's a real big make-believe scenario. The Seattle Mariners are in the World Series.
Wow.
And they have to get a celebrity that's connected to the team to narrate the big montage thing. Oh. Who we getting?
That's a good question. I vote Steve Migs.
And then I would say this.
And yes, we also know we're not that physically attractive.
You don't want me to do it. Is it like Bill Nye?
He crossed my mind.
Or like, I don't know, like Joe McHale. I don't even know if he's a Seattle Mariners fan.
Oh, yeah.
Like, who's an iconic Mariners fan? Beast Mode.
Oh,
I know he's not from Seattle, but he's a Seattle legend.
Yeah, we have all
Marshawn
embraced
Lynch.
him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd be like, get ready, everybody.
Grabbing my ding ding.
It's the Seattle Mariners.
I was thinking, I don't know if he's a fan, but he's from here, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, that would be a great one too,
Yeah.
Sarah.
And he's got the voice. And they used him for the Kraken's Winter Classic, and that was awesome.
Yeah, he could talk about our beautiful big butts.
Cal Raleigh is Big Dumper.
See, this is
I
perfect.
like big dumpers, and I cannot lie.
Next year, it's our year.
Well, we need to get to the World Series before Cal Raleigh's either gone or retired, because otherwise.
Wow!
Look, we've never been to the World Series, so it's not that far off.
You're not wrong.
Rockaholics, there is one more shot today for you to beat Migs. He's got a record of 288 wins, 88 losses, and 50 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday electronic gifts like monitors, tablets, and video games. You'll have money left over for that drum set for your little drummer. And some noise-canceling headphones. Or an outdoor speaker system so the entire neighborhood can hear your holiday tunes. Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the pain out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our mental health providers are here for you with both in-person and telehealth options to get you seen in as little as 48 hours. Mindful Therapy Group also accepts insurance. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com to get started today.
Jordan B. Peterson, We Who Wrestle with God Tour.
If you say the truth and nothing else, you'll have an immense adventure as a consequence. You won't know what's going to happen to you, but the truth will reveal the world the way it's intended to be revealed, and the consequence for you will be that you'll have the adventure of your life.
Live across North America in 2025. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Be Migs. Be Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Be Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know Ian from Puyallup is. Ian, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
I'm Sarah, your host, and it's time for you to get out of here, Steve.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Ian has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Love to do it.
What kind of animal is Bambi?
A deer.
Correct. Manicotti and rigatoni are both types of what?
Pasta.
Yes. Former NFL player Terry Crews currently hosts what competition show?
Pass.
Where is your hippocampus located?
Leg, arm.
No. What feature did Instagram introduce in 2016 to compete with Snapchat?
Snapchat. Twitter?
No.
TikTok?
No.
Pass.
Which European country has the most islands in the world?
European country, most islands. Finland, Iceland, England?
No. What actress played Laurie Strode in the 1978 movie Halloween?
Oh, shoot. Pass.
According to Google, which breed of dog is number 1 for its excellent sense of smell and tracking abilities?
Bloodhound.
Correct. Ooh, Ian, with that, you got 3 correct.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah. Oh,
Terrible.
man. Oh, man is right.
First attempt.
Yeah, okay, first attempt. You haven't lost yet. Anything is possible.
He did better than my first attempt, where I only got 2.
But what happened?
I lost.
Yeah, you sure did. Ooh, I don't know. Steve, are you ready?
Yeah.
What kind of animal is Bambi?
Bambi's a deer.
Correct. Manicotti and rigatoni are both types of what?
It's National Pasta Day. Pasta.
Yum, correct. Former NFL player Terry Crews currently hosts what competition show?
Oh, crap. Oh, man. Oh, The Amazing Race?
No.
Oh, man. Big Brother?
No.
Pass. I know it.
Where is your hippocampus located?
Sadly, I'm not using it. My brain.
Correct. What feature did Instagram introduce in 2016 to compete with Snapchat?
Reels?
No.
Oh. Featured Instagram stories.
Correct. Which European country has the most islands in the world?
Ireland?
No.
England?
No.
Italy?
No. What actress played Laurie Strode in the 1978 movie Halloween?
Oh, crap. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes. According to Google, which breed of dog is #1 for its excellent sense of smell and tracking abilities?
A pointer.
No. Steve, it does not matter, though, because you got 5 correct, which is a win still. 5-3. Sorry, Ian.
No worries. Good game, Steve.
Thank you, my friend.
You'll get him next time.
Yeah.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
The dog that is #1, he got correct. It's a bloodhound.
Bloodhound.
Which are interesting looking dogs.
Yeah.
I Googled one. They're so
big.
They're big and they're kind of saggy.
Yeah.
Like everything about them is saggy.
Oh, I like my women.
Big and saggy,
Big
baby.
and saggy.
Terry Crews hosts what competition show?
Is it America's Got Talent?
It is.
Okay.
That's it.
Yes. And which European country has the most islands in the world?
I'm going to guess Greece.
You would be wrong. It's Sweden.
Sweden. Okay.
I know, kind of random. But congrats on beating Ian, Steve.
Live Night is coming back on December 13th at Showbox Soto, where everything is performed live from the stage and you can watch it. The sound effects, the voice actors, the band, the KISW New Originals.
Always a great time. We're already strategizing some of the dumb things we're going to do up there on stage. We're really looking forward to it. So hopefully you join us. Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
That is right. The Daily Migs Show, the Men's Room, all completely live from Showbox Soto. And you can get your tickets beginning at 10 a.m. tomorrow at KISW.com. If you joined us at the Halloween Hullabaloo back on Sunday, our friend Mike Hawk from the Men's Room did something, or rather didn't do something, that led to all of us chanting this at him.
You suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck.
And it all had to do with our fantasy football battle between us and the Men's Room. So we're gonna catch up with Mike after Lincoln Park.
You suck. The Daily Migs Show.
There is some fierce competition going on in the world of fantasy football, and we have had some pretty high stakes most recently between our show and the Men's Room. And over the weekend, we were at the Halloween Hullabaloo.
We were.
And the losers from the week that had gone by, we're going to have to do a little bit of a dare, I guess.
And welcome to the show, Mike Hawk from the Men's Room, Afternoons on the Rock.
Good morning, everybody.
The commissioner of our fantasy football league, which is pitting all of us on the Daily Migs Show and all of you guys on the Men's Room to see who are the smartest football fans. And clearly,
I don't know about smartest football fans. Luckiest football fans, I think, is more accurate for fantasy.
well, I know 2 people who are the dumbest football fans, and that would be myself and Danny V.
I really thought you were going to say Sarah and myself, honestly.
Yeah, well, you got George on your side, so by proxy, you're not as dumb as Danny and I.
There you go. So, as we were saying last week, I did up the ante at this point on the show where I said whoever was going to be at the lowest score at the time of basically the last stage announcement for the Halloween Hullabaloo would be going up and wearing a ridiculous costume.
Yes, and a ridiculous costume. Maybe ridiculous isn't the right word to use.
They were giant inflatable penises.
Sorry, got it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It took me a second, but I got it.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I did. I prepared everything. I actually found them. I bought them. I went down to the store and I picked them up. They sat in the back of my car for days on end, and they were ready to rock and roll. I didn't charge the doggone blowers for the inflatable penises.
Right.
So
because they needed batteries.
Exactly. They're blow-up costumes. They needed batteries. They needed a screwdriver.
A screwdriver to open the battery pack.
They do.
And you did not have...
I didn't have anything.
Batteries or a screwdriver.
They were basically brand new in the bag.
Did you hear what he said just a minute ago, though, where he said he prepared everything?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I thought you were an Eagle Scout, Mike. Isn't that like number one is be prepared?
I said I would get the costumes there, Taryn. I never said that they would be ready.
He's like, yeah, everything's good to go. Because I'm like, should we check and see before we go down there? Yeah, no, everything's good to go. I'm like, how do we plug it in? I don't know. I'm like, where's the power pack? We find it. I'm like, do we have batteries? Oh, yeah, they're all good. And I'm like, the package says batteries not included in giant letters.
I could have sworn that I've only had one other inflatable costume.
Now, mind you, everybody around us is drunk. Ryan Castle,
they're wasted.
And this is all happening. And I'm like, I'm dying because this is just so funny. So I pulled out my phone and I had to just, we had to record the moment.
Ryan Castle. We are in the middle of what has to be the greatest Spinal Tap moment ever. Danny and I lost the fantasy football thing, so we were supposed to come out in giant inflatable penises. Mike, you had one job.
I had one job. I didn't check and see if it actually needed batteries. I didn't check and see if it needed charging. I have done inflatable costumes before.
Or a screwdriver. It needs a little screwdriver, too.
I completely flopped this. This is all my fault.
I've never seen Ryan Castle, our boss, more disappointed.
So at this moment, Ryan's just staring like holes. He is. And Mike's, I think, I come to think of it looking back on it, I don't even know if he was really upset with you. I think he was just trying to focus on something so he didn't fall down.
He was on the day 4 of a 4-day bender, so he was just trying to hold himself upright. But there was still plenty of disappointment that kind of fueled that as well. Double or nothing, Steve. We'll get this thing done. Double or nothing.
What's double or nothing?
I'll find out what double or nothing means. We're going to make this happen.
You suck.
I'm so pissed.
You suck. You suck.
We had a moment. This sucks.
You suck. You suck. You suck. Thrill, how disappointed are you in Mike?
I don't literally have any idea what's happening right now, but...
So Thrill's very sober as well.
Yes. You guys, Shandy, you suck. That said, I joined it because it's fun, but I love Mike to death. But one thing
we love Mike,
whatever he did, he probably doesn't suck unless he sucks. What happened?
He had to get the inflatable penis costumes.
Why they're not fit?
But if you notice, what does it say? Batteries not included.
What?
He didn't bring the batteries.
So now I just have to be a piece of shit.
Yes.
Thrill was dressed as a giant turd.
Yes, he was.
We are so grown up.
All right, so real quick. How are we doing for fantasy football right now?
Give you guys the quick recap there. First matchup between the Touchdown Tacos with Taryn and Sarah and myself at the Big Black Hawks, myself and Miles Montgomery. Touchdown Tacos did a great job. Great showing by all players except for Daniel Jones, who fell 7 points short of projected. Saquon, who fell 12 points short. Not many points left on the board. You guys did good. However, the Big Black Hawks absolutely came out firing on all cylinders. All players performed on full force. We won 153 to 125. But good news for you ladies, if you had played literally anybody else, you would have won. Between the Bowie Buddies and 90 pounds of D, the Bowie Buddies, you guys were suffering at running back with a poor performance by Zach Charbonnet. Left a lot of points on the board with Zay Flowers, putting up a total of 22. 90 pounds of D, conversely, thriving at running back with David Montgomery and Derrick Henry. Great showing by their wide receivers. And despite a 0 score from Marvin Harrison Jr. of the Cardinals, they still won the game 114 to 92.
Danny, we suck.
Making the Bowie Buddies team number 4 out of 4 for week number 6.
I blame the Seahawks. I blame the Seahawks. All we
I
needed
blame
to
you for
do...
starting our backup running back.
You know what? I believe in Charbonnet, okay?
He believes in Charbonnet.
I don't even think Zach Charbonnet would play him.
So that believes that means that one of you two will be joining us to take on the FCC come Friday.
Oh, boy.
So,
And at some point, when Mike finds a screwdriver and batteries, you guys will have to be dressing up as inflatable penises still.
That ship has sailed.
That is
gone.
It is not sailed.
We agreed to do it that night.
Yep.
That's his fault. If anything, he should wear the penis hat.
We're still at double or nothing, Sarah. I'm still figuring out what that means. I'm ironing out the details. Double or nothing's going to happen.
I really hope that they have a nice return policy at the inflatable penis store, Mike.
Well, I feel bad for opening it then.
We know that you are a massive music fan, but could you name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus?
You suck. You suck. You suck.
Prove it to us, and if you do, you'll win tickets to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the Lost Christmas Eve Tour at Climate Pledge Arena on Saturday, November 23rd, 206-803-ROCK. We will play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
Yes, the Daily Migs Show.
At Lovers, you can get what you really want this holiday, a perfect pleasure present. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and pick up something indulgent for yourself. Lovers has lingerie, toys, and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for sexy holiday gifting. Mention Indulge for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday fashion gifts, like cozy fits and stylish shirts. You'll have money left over for those aviators that make you feel like a maverick. Or that ugly holiday sweater that's like really ugly.
OMG, that's like really ugly.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
The time has come. We are checking in with the Rockaholics, brought to you by Olympic Hot Tub. So call up if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show this morning, or if there's anything on your mind that needs to be discussed. 206-803-ROCK. We're very excited about Disturbed coming to town in May. And Peter from Seattle, you want to talk about a time you crowd surfed to Disturbed.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, last time you had the pain in the grass at the White River, I went crowd surfing to that song, the Disturbed does, by the way. Great show. Yeah, and then somebody took my freaking shoe off my leg. I had a brand new pair of Puma suede, I remember.
No.
Yeah, and then after the show, I had to walk through the parking lot through like puddles and mud with just one shoe and a sock on the other leg.
Was it worth it?
It was totally worth it. I'll do it again, so no worries.
I heard, guys. I heard they played this after you lost your shoe. That sucks.
Awful.
I know. I'd be torn. I'm like, do I take the other shoe off? Because this is kind of weird to walk with one shoe on and one shoe off. But for that reason of walking through all the mud, I think I'd keep one shoe on.
Earlier today, we were talking about small hills we are willing to die on. And Ethan from Montana, you want to weigh in on this topic?
Yes, I do. So first off, I'd like to mention to Danny, Nickelback doesn't suck.
Thank you.
Got to get out of the 2000s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so do they. They've never been more relevant, buddy.
Okay.
Please, Ethan, tell me that you also love Grease 2 over Grease 1.
Okay. I've never actually seen the Grease movies.
Okay.
Oh, well, you're probably better off.
Report back.
But my big point of contention, this one might ruffle a few feathers, but it's my Friday, so I don't care. I don't think the Beatles are that good.
You know what? You redeemed yourself in my eyes.
Let's go. Wow.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that they aren't influential to music as a whole, because they absolutely are. Definitely one of the most influential bands, but influential does not mean good.
Yes!
There's plenty of other bands from the 60s that are better. Led Zeppelin, the Stones, The Who, Pink Floyd. Black Sabbath, what they did for metal. There's so many other bands that came out of 60s Britain that are just leagues better than the Beatles, and I'm sick and tired of people believing otherwise.
Ethan, I can't disagree with you because all the bands you listed, I would rather listen to over the Beatles. Like I've never been a Beatles guy. I will say that they are very talented. Like they all are great at their instruments. I know people give Ringo a hard time. I think he's a phenomenal drummer. Great songwriters. It's just never been my cup of tea.
Exactly. Like I said, just because they're not good to me doesn't mean that I can't acknowledge what they did for music. Like they shot rock and roll just into the stars at that point.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I can't deny that.
Ethan,
I don't think they're that good.
It's funny you bring this up because yesterday we were on a group chat and Danny shared a video of it's going viral of somebody did like one of those AI mashups and they mashed up the Beatles music and created a Beatles song set to the music of, or the lyrics of, was it The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance? And I was like, finally, a Beatles song I could get behind.
In for this one. Sarah, you don't like the song regardless.
No, this is still terrible.
I would rather listen to the Beatles than My Chemical Romance.
Oh, whoa.
Way rather.
No, I wouldn't.
You're not invited to emo night anymore, Taryn.
All right, Danny. Nickelback or the Beatles?
Oh, the Beatles, 100%.
You would listen to the Beatles over Nickelback?
100% of the time.
Okay, what about Creed or the Beatles?
The Beatles.
Damn it.
Now, if you had said Nickelback or Creed, then I don't know what to do.
All right, Danny. Creed or Blink-182?
Rockaholics, did you know that there are some guys out there that have a condition where they have 3 sausages?
Ooh.
We
call that the party pack. I didn't even know there was a condition where you have 2.
We have an insane story about how a guy discovered that he was dealing with this, and we will tell you about it at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Doctors in the UK announced the second ever recorded case of triphalia. And this is where a man has not 1, not 2, but 3 units below the belt.
Excuse me?
3. Triphalia.
That's gotta suck trying to wake up in the morning and you have to go number 1. Hey, babe, I'm trying. I don't know which direction to go.
It literally translates to triple penis.
Penis.
They ended up only finding out about it after this guy had passed away. So maybe he didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would he know?
By looking down.
But
Wouldn't all 3 of them just kind of be hanging there like this?
Here's the reason why, though. They were internal. The 2 extras were internal.
Oh.
So how would he have ever known?
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
What a bummer, though, to have him on the inside.
Right, because you can make a lot of money, I'd
That's
imagine.
what I was thinking.
In many ways.
I like that that's where our brain goes.
I definitely at a bar. Like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
$50. I bet you I have 3 units.
He was 78 years old.
Oh, no.
He donated his body to science, and then they found this after the fact, and they say that his 2 extra appendages could have caused issues like UTIs and erectile dysfunction, which also is kind of a bummer to find out that everybody now knows you had a lot of UTIs and erectile
Well,
dysfunction.
he's not here anymore, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Probably for the best that you don't. Could you imagine having 3 of those when you're like, really excited about things?
Be overwhelming, I think, for a lot of people.
That guy would never wear gray sweatpants.
No. No. Even cases of diphalia are rare. That is when you have just 2 units. And there have only been around 100 recorded cases worldwide of that.
Where's the documentary on this?
I bet it's in progress right now.
Because I wonder if are any of them in the situation where they're both outies, as opposed to one's an innie and one's an outie, or two's an innie and one, you know what I mean? Is there somebody walking the earth right now that has just 2 of them?
Right, that you could see with your eyes.
Right.
I would want to see that, 100%.
I'd pay to see it.
If he was my friend, I'd call him Charlie Chopsticks. I don't know.
What about if you had 3, though? What would you call him? And okay,
Tripod. Thank you. Good one, Danny.
If your friend did have that, would you want to see?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not the only weird one.
No, if I was in the locker room with my buddies and one of the guys hey guys, I'm a little uncomfortable because I have a couple things down there. I'd be like, it's all right, man. We're in no judgment zone, but I need to see this.
Yeah, I would be very curious. Well, one person on the show is going to be very excited about this. Warped Tour is officially coming back.
How about that, Sarah?
I can't wait. Tickets on sale yet?
But when and where is Warped Tour taking place? You will find out during the Daily Migs download after Foo Fighters.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
Ryan Castle joins us. I owe you $20. I forgot to bring it today. Can I pay you tomorrow?
That's fine.
Okay, I'll pay you tomorrow.
Oh, you sound like Thrill. I'm starting to think I'm never going to see that $20.
Just chalk it up to a loss.
I'd happily give you 2 hamburgers tomorrow for 1 hamburger today.
This just in, we're starting a Ryan Castle GoFundMe for all the money that his coworkers never give him.
I should just stop giving people money.
Hey, the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law. Let's talk a little Seahawks. Tomorrow morning at 7:20, we'll be talking to A.J. Barner, rookie tight end, who's just starting to come into his own. So that's going to be a lot of fun to catch up with him and put a little spotlight on the rookie tight end. So we'll be talking to him again tomorrow morning at 7:20. DK Metcalf, he did a press conference yesterday. Really good press conference. Talked about the fact that interception towards the end of the game that a lot of people were giving Geno Smith a hard time about. DK's like, nope, that was my fault.
That was definitely my fault. I was drifting upfield, saw open space, trying to do too much, and let the DB undercut the route when I should have been staying flat.
Don't understand what the hell he's talking about, but I believe him.
Okay.
That's where all the zeros and X's and lines on the thing come in.
Yeah. He's undercutting the DB. That's, of course. I saw that right off the get-go. I was like, of course, that's not Geno's fault.
Come on, DK.
And I don't know if you watched the game, but there's a moment where he had his headsets on. He was yelling at somebody. It turns out he was yelling at the offensive coordinator, Ryan Grubb, and DK explained why.
I mean, we're losing. We're getting 3 and outs. If anybody isn't upset about that, then, you're playing the wrong sport. I'm a very competitive person, and I like winning, and, that just goes into it.
There you go.
He must be terrible during the sack race at family reunions.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I feel for his
Seriously.
family.
Danny V, the Warped Tour is making a comeback in 2025 with 3 separate 2-day events instead of a full tour.
Yeah. Are we going?
Take note, the dates are June 14th and 15th in Washington, D.C., June 26th and 27th in Long Beach, California, and November 15th and 16th in Orlando, Florida.
Disney World.
Pre-sales start a week from today, and the lineup is expected to be announced very soon. This is kind of mirroring the 2019 edition before it went away, but it's back, and we're excited.
I am. Let's go.
Field trip.
Castle's not excited.
Field trip.
Cool.
I ain't going unless it's going back to the Kingdom parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
And that's probably not going to happen.
Well, Warped Tour was always for younger people, Danny, so I have a feeling you may have just aged out of the Warped Tour crowd.
No. You could be a chaperone.
I mean, you're nearly 40 like Sarah.
That's also true. Yeah, Sarah's way too old.
I'm still young enough to go to Warped Tour.
They probably have a senior discount.
Yeah, you get your own little stage in the back to watch that has a ramp instead of stairs.
And big, thick earplugs.
And a big sign that says, "This is for Ryan Castle."
Why is it so loud? Turn it down. These kids cracking back on the ice tonight over at Climate Pledge Arena, taking on the Flyers. Thursday night football, you got the Saints taking on the Denver Broncos. As far as weather, 56 degrees and cloudy. The DMD is brought to you by Jersey Mike's, a sub above, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
We know what they really want this holiday. The perfect pleasure present from Lovers. Find a sexy gift for a loved one and grab something to satisfy yourself, too. Lovers has all the toys and accessories for every desire. Lovers Rewards members can win a holiday sweepstakes grand prize worth over $4,000. With 18 Western Washington locations, Lovers is the place for the hottest holiday gifting. Mention presents for 20% off your purchase. Visit loversstores.com for official sweepstakes rules.
Early holiday deals are here, and so are amazing deals at Amazon. You'll save so much on early holiday beauty gifts, like hair care, makeup, and skincare. You'll have money left over to get your bro the big bottle of cologne. Just remind him one spritz is enough. Or waterproof mascara for that one cousin that makes you laugh till you cry during the family photo shoot.
Say cheese.
Oh, what fun it is to save. Shop early holiday deals now.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Life can be hectic, and managing your mental health is more important today than ever before. That's why Mindful Therapy Group's mission is to take the difficulty out of finding a therapist. Whether you need talk therapy, psychological testing, even medication management, Mindful has you covered. Our compassionate therapists specialize in helping you navigate stress, anxiety, ADHD, OCD, and so much more. With both in-person and telehealth appointments available, you can get the support you need in as little as 48 hours. To make things easier, Mindful Therapy Group also accepts most insurance plans, including Medicare, allowing you to focus on you and not your wallet. Mindful mental health providers offer services for children, teens, adults, and seniors seeking individual, family, or couples therapy. Whatever you need, we're here for you. Join us to start your journey to a healthier and happier you. Visit mindfultherapygroup.com or call 562-MINDFUL to get started today.
Jordan B. Peterson, We Who Wrestle with God Tour.
If you say the truth and nothing else, you'll have an immense adventure as a consequence. You won't know what's going to happen to you, but the truth will reveal the world the way it's intended to be revealed, and the consequence for you will be that you'll have the adventure of your life.
Live across North America in 2025. Get tickets now at livenation.com.